So hi folks, Steven here. We're doing a little bit of a live stream today. Sorry I didn't get this in yesterday, but I had some things to check out. So this might look like your average game of Pokemon Red, but just to demonstrate, let me just go quick in here into this tall grass and see what happens. Any minute now. That's kind of funny. This, of course, is north of Cerulean City on the way to Bill's Lighthouse. Well, that's a little bit different, isn't it? Not even sure I have any Pokeballs to use here. That even surprised me. I kind of thought the legendaries were going to be a bit separate. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. Oh, my special fell. Let's see. Do I even have any? I may not. Okay, well, I'll give it one shot. But with a regular Pokeball, my odds are almost zero. I guess... Mewtwo came out of the cave, though. So, yeah, this is a randomizer. You're not supposed to have Tauros this early, either. Yeah, special drops are pretty common here. Got a lot of XP though, but yeah. So, you may recall that, a couple of months ago when I was at Anime Milwaukee, I mentioned on my recap video that I picked up a copy of the Japanese 1.0 version of Zelda 3. And let's see, part of the reason for doing that was so that I could try out the randomizer there. Okay, and indeed I did, and that led me on to trying out, just within the last day or so, some randomizers of the Pokemon games. There's actually a pretty good randomizer program for everything up through the 5th generation, provided you can get your own... You'll have to acquire the ROM somehow, but let's take a look at what I got in my team here. I got a Tauros at level 19. I've got a Machop at level 19. And I've got a Muck at level 19. It normally evolves at level 38, so a little bit early. So I didn't choose as many randomization options as I could have. But what I did do... randomize the starters. So the starters I had to pick from were Machop, Caterpie, and Oddish. Obviously I picked Machop, and that worked out kind of okay. And stuff like that. My rival in the opening battle did beat me down with his Oddish, but I eventually figured out some ways. I actually lost to a wild Pokemon at one point. Tried to catch some Electrode. But, let's see, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So, the enemy trainer teams are not randomized, but... yes, it's a tamer, not a hiker. Alright, probably do not want to leave my Tauros out there. Also applied a number of other fixes here, like, there's a bunch of different customizations you can do in this one. You can fix some of the bugs from Gen 1, like, for example, you notice that was not a critical hit. You can change the critical hit logic so that it's much more like the modern games. I forget if that's like 1 in 16 or 1 in 8 or something like, or 1 in 10, it's somewhere in there. I also randomized the technical machines. Now, I thought the way it works is that they have different moves, but the moves can still be learned by the same Pokemon as usual. But apparently I can teach Hydro Pump to my Machop, which doesn't sound right. Speaking of which... you notice the Pokemon names are also have capital starting letters, but then lowercase later ones, so they're not there. Swimmer female, definitely not a youngster. And one really weird thing about this, you notice my Tauros only knows Tackle, and I think because these are Pokemon you normally get at a much higher level. Muck has 3 attacks for some reason. But, for whatever reason, you know, like this one only has Karate Chop, and it's actually just because they expect you to have these at higher levels and know more moves, I guess. It's interesting going through Route 1 and I hit a bunch of Electro, some of which had Sonic Boom. As you can imagine, early in the game that makes things very difficult. Okay, definitely do not want to... By the way, speaking of these original games, you may remember that guy I interviewed last year, I think it was. Or it was earlier this... No, I think it was last year, I'm pretty sure. Called Dots Are Cool. / Retro Game Mechanics Explained. He just did another Pokemon video where he explained where the game Pokemon sprites, where those come from, and particularly how Missing No ends up messed up the way it does. It's a really interesting video. See, I'm trying, because the trainers here are not randomized, I'm trying to avoid fighting more than I have to. Yes, not a lass, but a lady. There we go. So, as far as other games I can try this on, I do have Yellow, Gold, and Sapphire. If we weren't in the situation we're in right now, I might try and procure some more. But if you listen to the Retro Game Mechanics Explained, he has a pretty good explanation, as the name of the channel kind of implies. Ooh, okay. I think I have a potion or two in my thing there that I can use. Let's see, I do. Let's... As you can see, the potions are not really cutting it too well right now. Let's see, let's do this guy. Tamer, not a hiker. Again. Yeah, when I do this again, I'm definitely going to do more randomization options. I wasn't sure how far to go with some of the stuff there. Alright, let's see. Let's go to Pokemon. Let's go here. Well, might as well not change. You can all do stuff to randomize evolutions, randomize types, all sorts of fun stuff there. Not very effective, and like I said, I kind of changed the way critical hits work. It does, I think Karate Chop, it's also a fighting move, you'll notice. In the original game, it's actually normally normal. So that was another little fix I applied. still has that 1 in 256 chance of missing, unless I think Karate Chop is full accuracy. I could be wrong. Alright, let's see here. I do like to, even though I could technically skip that guy, just so I don't have to get cut and come back up here again. I always forget what's up there. Being so many levels higher. Ooh, is that? No, it's not. So, lured that guy out. So let's see. TM19. So like I said, the TMs are randomized. To be honest, I don't really remember what TM19 is in the normal game. But it'll tell me. Self-destruct. No, I don't think I'll be... Well, can any of my Pokemon even learn that? Okay. Well, not a particularly useful move outside of some competitive play. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I need to switch these two and see how that works out. Now, one thing I might do in the future is that there happens to be a full color hack out there. So let's see, even though this is not very effective, it would be normally effective in the normal game. Almost there. Should survive this and be able to get through. But yeah, this was all... I've known about randomizers for a long time. They all vary from game to game what they can do. I've kind of joked about the possibility of a Mario Party randomizer. Alright, low kick. Let's see, what else have I got to work with here? Just keep going with this one, but usually what they wind up doing is swapping item locations or other locations or spawn rates or stuff like that. And there he is. Not sure what happened to the Pokemon in the other one. And now we can get it on the SS Anne, of course. Let's see here. I don't... I forget if you... Normally you can take a look on the... Ah, yes. So these have not been randomized. That would actually be kind of fun if they could do that. randomizer itself for the Pokemon series for the first so many games hasn't been updated since like 2017, so it's one reason it doesn't include some of the newer games. Oh, and of course, you need to have some sort of like emulator or maybe an EverDrive to do this. Yeah, so I can get back there quickly, save you some time. Alright. There you go. Not quite like the Doduo or Dodrio thing on the, whatchamacallit, the on Pokemon Stadium. Let's see. Alright, well, let's take a look at the Cerulean Gym. Okay, let's see. So let's see. Ghost Rider, huh? So one thing you can do is you can either totally randomize your opponent's Pokemon, or you can at least keep gyms to be themed by type. Alright, let's take care of this. Alright. See how this goes. Oh, critical hit, okay. This might not be good. So yeah, Wrap is really kind of broken here. But use Tackle instead, thank goodness. Let's see what this does. Not a ton, but... Critical hit. Okay, that's why it did so much damage. That, of course, ignores stuff. I think we might have it here if we get lucky. There we go! That wasn't so difficult, but I have a relatively strong Pokemon. I got this, I found this in the Mount Moon area. Oh, finally we learned a different move. Like I said, these moves can be hard to get. Ah, yes. Yep. So maybe that was why it knew Wrap. I don't think Starmie normally learns it. Interesting. Nope. You may notice I have a pretty small team here. Unfortunately, like I said, I've had a lot of trouble catching Pokemon and stuff. Just because I've gotten Pokemon with a very low catch rate early in the game. So I was very lucky I was able to get Tauros. don't think I should pick up a potion or two while I'm here. Yeah, just regular Pokeballs still. Once I get Great and Ultra Balls, I'll be in a much better shape. I missed. That's what I meant to do. Alright, well, we don't have any way to actually use cut currently. So in order to do this, let's see, we need to go out this way. And you can mess with like the HM and TM compatibility settings and whatnot. Interesting how they sort of tied that together. Now the girl down there said dig, but this one says soft boiled. No, I really don't believe you. So I have fought a few rockets, so I know what their thing is going to be here. Artist, yes. We shouldn't have too much trouble here, being a couple levels higher and resisting Karate Chop. I do wonder if the reason they didn't make it fighting in the first generation was because of some sort of like it would be too good against some of the early normal type Pokemon. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to leave that out for Drowsy. Let's go over here. Oh, I forgot about Stomp. Well, good thing I still have Tackle. Stomp, I think, has a flinch chance and does a bit more damage. I don't know if I can teach Soft Boil to anything I have at the moment. I picked up the Dome Fossil. I didn't pick up the Helix Fossil because, interesting. I might consider that later. Because I've seen both Omanyte and Omastar appear as a replacement for another wild Pokemon, so let's see how this goes. I'm not going to spend too much time on these, but I do. There we go, let's see what we got here. Hypno, huh? Level 12 Hypno, yep. This might be a one-hit KO. It is. With a critical hit, yeah. Probably should have used Tackle instead. Alright, well right now of course we can't go into Saffron City because we don't have the fresh water. I don't know if I'll accept that trade. We'll see. Yeah, you can randomize the trades both in terms of what they're asking for or what they're trying to trade you. And not sure if I'd ever trade a Moltres for a Pidgeotto. That might be asking a bit much. So this one is a preschooler. So do like, yep, 1 damage. I'm going to turn the speed on this one so we can just move through it quickly. Probably do that for a lot of the miscellaneous trainer battles. Okay. Oh, let's see what we get here. Let's pick something different here. Let's say Tauros. I kind of want to try and catch this Onyx. I think a regular tackle will get it just within range. I'll give this too many tries here, but let's see. You'll also notice that experience, the lower your level, actually the more experience you get from a Pokemon. That's also another thing you can do here. Incentivizes you to go ahead. Okay, so actually we got something here. Yeah, if I pick Caterpie as my starter, I could have one of my own. Okay, that's gonna do a fair bit. Yeah, because that was a... Okay, let's see, what do we got here? As far as some stuff you should definitely check out, Anne from Pikachu Podcast. Technically this should do normal damage, but it seems like it's not correctly read out or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, we must be speed tied here. I keep choosing tackle, and I should reverse those in the move list. Remember, you just press select, and nope, I didn't do that quite right, did I? Oh well. Yeah, just sort of fast forwarding. But Ann put out a new episode on Saturday of her show, covering it's just before Lava Ridge Town in, I believe, season 7. Well, definitely not changing that here. Yeah, instead of a camper, it's an ace trainer. Doesn't look that bad or silly. I like the off to adventure vibe of this, but Anne also did a not one of our discussions actually. Okay, so we have to do the SS Anne. But actually, when I want to check, let's check the Mart here. So we do have super potions, but we still only have the regular Pokeballs, which kind of stinks. Now in this game, if I remember correctly, all the items... oh, I meant to talk about Anne's thing there. What she does is she does sort of ways of expressing affection. Not necessarily love, but affection of various characters in the anime. It's kind of an interesting thing. Now, at the other side of this, there's a guy who gives you like an HM or something. Alright, let's see. I do need to boost up the number of Pokemon, different species I caught, especially since I haven't had a chance to evolve anything. Another Mankey, huh? Obviously, this cave would normally have Diglett and Dugtrio pretty much exclusively, if not exclusively. Alright, I'm not sure I want to go too much further in this cave. Let's, excuse me, explore the area east of... Yeah, I think that's kind of the... east of Vermilion City and see what we can find there. Since there's really only supposed to be like 2 Pokemon in this entire area. Ooh, okay. See what we got out here. Yeah, Caterpie, huh? Okay. Right now I'm just trying to catch a few extra Pokemon so that I can... and this will have a relatively good catch rate. Even with a regular Pokeball. There's no low health beeping turn off thing, I think, in this game, in the thing there, like there is for like some of the Zelda games. But if we look at the Pokedex, yeah, I've really only owned 5. So let's, that should be a fairly easy one to get going. I like the way this one starts off. Let's go ahead and run Tauros. Alright, let's see what we get here. Trainer. Not a gambler, but a trainer. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. Jinx, huh? I don't think Jinx has a very favorable catch rate, but let's see what we can do here. Okay, one more and that should put it in. One thing you'll notice is the battle animations, like the moves that go across the screen and stuff, are all black and white. This prevents them from having problems with the give this one, I think I have one Pokeball left. I do. Give this one shot, and otherwise I'll... At least we know we're faster. Yeah, sleep is, as you know, probably very powerful in these ones. I don't have the Pokeflute yet. And wild Pokemon pretty much just attack randomly. Swimmer female. Yeah, so many things they changed for Generation 2. Because that rap only lasted 2 turns. Alright. You know, I might want to use that in the... Yeah, Caterpie is definitely evolving here. Yeah, I'm not really sure if these are... I think they might just be based on the TM number. Okay, none of them can learn Swords Dance. Yeah, those don't seem... I have a feeling that this was actually changed to, like, whatever the TM number is, they can learn that move via TM. What I thought would happen is that yeah, unfortunately, I'm very much on the physical attack side of all this. So I don't have terribly great Pokemon to use there. Alright, well, let's see. Okay, and if you have any comments on this, let me know, or any questions about the thing here. As far as the next thing, I am looking to get another podcast episode out. I'm still in the process of cleaning up the audio from our Pokemon Puzzle League discussion. that Anna and I did a couple weeks ago. I do not have a date yet. I need to confer with her on when the thingy is. Oh, when is it? Let's see. I do want to try out a couple of these, at least the ones that have items. Do I look like a waiter? Mostly I just want to at least check the ones to see if they have items in them, because those ones will be kind of worth it at least. That is one interesting thing. So I got some very powerful Pokemon just to start off. I don't feel a great need to see, I don't feel a great need to. I was about to say, I lost my train of thought there. Darn, there's like 1 HP left. Alright, that takes care of that one. I don't feel as great a need to fight everything. We're going to fast forward through the rest of this room here. Oop, there we go. I thought that they were all battles. Swimmer female. Yep, definitely. Yeah. The animation is quite quick. This is probably 3 or 4 times speed, to be honest. We're going to do stomp. Alright, TM08. Let's see what this one is. I definitely want to miss any of those. Let's see. High jump kick, huh? Well, I wouldn't expect Muck to learn high jump kick, so it must be a fairly common one. I don't know. These two, I guess I could understand. Mankey and that. We'll save that for later. I think this is just the galley. Nothing too special here. Although I think one of the trash cans might have something in it. Okay, I hit my item limit. Let's see what we can do here to... Didn't think so. I'm looking for the soft-boiled one that I got earlier. Thank you for the like, whoever put that one in. Really appreciate that. Feel free to say something in the chat. That's not it. Alright, let's go ahead and use this on... I'm not too worried about losing these, but I should probably head over to the Pokemon Center. Alright, and get rid of a couple items. Let's see what we got. Oops. See, when you're moving so quick, I think it's 4x speed. So let's see here. It's generally not too hard to do this, but I need to deposit a few items in the PC to get stuff that I will probably never use. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, there is famously. See, now I can't remember what all these are, and it doesn't do me any good to look at a guide. But let's see, TM1 is Hydro Pump, I know that. Let me check what the items are here. That 11, and I need to pick at least a couple of these. 11 and 19 is self-destruct, so no, I'm going to teach that. I could sell the nugget. Oh, actually, I should definitely deposit the Dome Fossil. Like I said, I got the Dome Fossil because I've already seen the Helix fossils, both of those things that come from that, the Almanite and Nomastar, so... May as well heal while I'm here. It does mute the sound, which, you know, that's a little hard thing for quick, which I guess is nice. See, I don't think I went on the right-hand side here, so let's see what we got. Like I said, I don't really want to bother unless there's an item, because I don't think the folks here give you any items. Oh, let's see, I forgot. I interviewed a guy who did a very nice cover of this. I believe he's from the UK. If I remember correctly, but his name escapes me at the moment. Don't feel bad if you happen to be watching this. Alright, so here's another... Let's see what we got to work with in here. I forget his name though. Both is like he has a stage name or what. But he did a very nice rendition. We talked about it on a podcast episode. I believe might have been year before last. Might have been 2018. As you can see, I'm kind of already over-leveled for this. Critical hit barely does anything there. Yep, let's see how long this goes on. 3. So let's see. Yeah, I knew Peck would be strong. It's that random, like... So probably not actually a good idea, but I did survive it. Schoolboy. Looks a little old for... Developer, huh? Ooh, so close. That was a critical hit, too. Yeah, of course I get a ton of EXP for such a high-level Pokemon. Probably going to cancel Evolution on Metapod, just because I kind of want it for the... Don't want it to be lightning weak for the Surge battle. Yep, that goes back to the original. What do we get here? Max Ether. Okay, we gotta make sure we have enough spot for, like, a thing there for the... Okay, nothing in there. Okay, this is another one. I want to move that out of the lead spot. Can maybe leave it in there, I suppose. We'll see. Well, we're definitely swapping out Metapod. Let's see. I don't think I have anything particularly strong against Growlithe, so... I don't think this one adds in Dark type. It does change type relationships to be more modern, so that's why you get the both in terms of like move types and stuff. Oh, let's just get through this. So, has anyone in the audience, have you played a randomizer for Pokemon or for any other game? I'd like to know more about it. Like I said, I've played the Zelda 3 randomizer. I'm probably going to check out some other non-Pokemon ones as well. Yeah, they don't have actual names. They just have things like that. I think the names come in either the second or the third generation. Yeah, this fair bit of damage. See if I can get off a soft-boiled here. Looks like I can. Ugh. Okay, rare candy, I already have some of those on me, so I'm good there. Okay, nope. Okay, so if memory serves, you fight your rival over there. I'm going to explore the ship a little bit more and probably heal up somewhere. It's a nice song, I'll give it that for sure. Yeah, usually if I were just playing this for myself, I wouldn't even bother with the, there, okay, I could swear there was something up here, but I guess not. So anyway, let's go back to town, quickly. And normally I would bother to fight a lot of these if it were just me, but since I appear to be somewhat over-leveled, there we go. Let me know if that's bothering you when the sound cuts out when I turn it into fast-forward mode. I'd like to hear more about that. I do have the game sound at a relatively low level, but yeah. So let's see here. Actually, I probably should have checked to see if I could deposit one or two more things here. Oops, wrong one. It goes up, over. Okay, so let's see, we're about right. I want to put Tauros in the lead of my party for this battle. Better Muck. So I think your rival pretty much always leads with their flying type Pokemon, so. Now, one of the things you can do is make it so that whatever starter they pick at the beginning of the game, they do keep it with you. It seems like that should really be the default if you're going to change their starter. Yeah, I named it Insecure. Always like to give my rival, at least in the first couple generations, a really demeaning name. Yep, flying type off the bat, so this should not be too hard. Okay, let's see. Definitely got changed there. Let's use against Kadabra. Yeah, team is pretty psychic weak at this point, so. So that I have the keeping it starter, and he has a gloom. I guess eventually he'll have a Vileplume, but oh, that can happen at any level. I'm not sure exactly. Probably whenever his starter gets fully evolved, fully paralyzed. Ugh. So speaking of status moves, so you know how Zubat are always so annoying in the main games. Well, I went through Mount Moon. I think they replaced Zubat, one of the more common spawns in there. Well, at least this game isn't in smell-o-vision. Ah, yes, we're recording this on May the 4th. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but Kiryu Godzilla 1 did put that in there. I do like the series. I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker. I know it's gotten... Alright, so now we can go to the gym there. I would fast forward here, but I really like this one. Now I could fight some more folks, but I don't think they give you any items or anything. Like, that's much more common in the later games. That there are folks you can fight and do that. But let's watch the ship go away. Uses the surf theme. Ship set sail. Okay, well, let's deposit our SS ticket. We get to keep that, but we don't need it. Let's see, I don't have any Pokemon that resist electric. Yeah, no sorting, limited, stuff there. Let's do a quick save here. Alright, let's see how, let's see, I need to teach, well, I do need to teach, excuse me. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? I'm not surprised none of these can learn cut. I'm pretty sure I chose one that that could do that. So I think we're going to be stuck here for a little bit. So sorry, folks. I need to get some more Pokeballs. I do have one Great Ball. We'll maybe use it if I see something pretty neat. But I need to. This could take a little bit of time. Let's see. I guess I better buy some Pokeballs. 2, 3, 4. So let's see, what can we find out here? I've already seen some of the stuff, like another Caterpie that I don't need. Obviously one of the more common spawns here. Let's see. Might want to check out some other areas. I already fought that guy. Okay, got our Jinx, so let's see what we can do here. I don't know if Jinx can learn Cut, but... Ooh, okay, well that didn't work out so great. Because he has a much higher EXP yield than... Victory Bell. So yeah, we saw a lot of these in Cerulean... or in Mount Moon, actually, I should say. Sorry, my mistake. Let's see what tackle, where that gets us. Probably too much. Yep. But it has all those fun status moves on it. And as a result, one of the problems there was, let's see. Okay, let's switch to something else. Oh, especially at a level 9. So hopefully it will not do too much damage, but using... But it has Sleep Powder, I think it has Stun Spore as well, so it is just brutal. So if you think Zubat is bad, it could be worse. Pretty sure this can learn Cut. Boy. Well, that's probably a knockout anyway. Yep. Yeah, don't have a lot of choices here. Let's see. This might still be a one-hit KO. Okay, no, it's not. Let's see, do I use a regular Pokeball first, or use the Great Ball? Let's see, let's use a regular Pokeball. I think those are still at the bottom. Alright, looks like I'll probably need to use the Great Ball and hope this works. Up and beat? No, of course that was never a thing. This could take a while, folks. I'll use one more, and then I think I'll look elsewhere for something that can learn Cut. Now, one thing you can specify on these, and I probably should have, is a minimum catch rate. So let's take a look at the area just north of Vermilion, see if we find anything that's a little easier to catch that can learn Cut. Oh boy. Hmm. Just your average wild Ninetales, why not? Well, that worked out great, didn't it? Alright. And just like that, I have a Ninetales at level 16. Although it is a stone evolution, so I don't know what the lowest level you can get a Vulpix at. Ah yes, the 1,000-year curse. Well, time to go back to the city. Actually, let me just check. Can it even use? No. I may be in... We'll see how this one works out. I had not really anticipated this being this difficult. I mean, having a Ninetales is nice. Let's see what moves it even has, actually, to be honest. Don't think I think it has Roar. Alright, fairly typical stuff for a fire type, but yeah, I need to buy some more Pokeballs and stuff. There are plenty more trainers I can fight to get more money. We'll see how long I go on this. I don't have any plans to stop immediately or stuff like that. So there are some places I definitely did not fully explore. I'll fast forward through this. Now, I could go through Rock Tunnel. The problem there, though, is that I don't have anything that can, kind of an odd boundary to Cerulean City there where the colors change. Ah, Dratini. Let's put something a little bit weaker in front, I think. Go ahead and put that Ninetales up there. Alright, let's see. This one's a little bit weaker. I could use the Ember. It's a dragon type, it'll resist all that. Okay, what do we got here? Well, let's try our luck here. I'll give this a couple shots and see where it gets us. Yeah, I kind of figured this was a tough one. Let's go ahead and use Ember. So we'll do very little damage, I hope. Okay, that gives us a better shot. Let's use item. I don't think I have anything that has a status move. I think we're better off just knocking this one out and... see what else we can get here. Oh, Gyarados, okay. Oh, that's right, I do have poison gas that I can use on Muck. Hopefully the pound doesn't knock it out. Just switch out in our turn to... Ooh, Dragon Rage. Now that is going to be brutal. So, let me get... I mean, it'll knock itself out eventually. Although I think... Oh, no, wait. I think if it knocks one of your Pokemon out, I'm pretty sure the reverse is true. Nope, no luck here. That should be a knockout. Well, so much for that. This is going to take a little bit of exploring, huh? Seems like I have to press... I think I can get... If I remember correctly from earlier playing this, I think there might be Spearow to the left here in this randomizer even, which should have a reasonable catch rate. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, okay, or we get a Marowak. Well, I have to at least try. Nope. let's pick something that's not going to be weak to this, like Metapod should work out just fine. Yeah, unfortunately Metapod doesn't really have any status moves like it normally would. I want to give it at least one more shot with this. Alright. Okay, there's the Spearow. Nope. Okay, that was a one. I was hoping it was not a one-hit KO, so next time I'll just have to use Poison Gas and switch around or something. I don't know. Obviously, as I do this, I keep going lower in order. Switch for Mankey. I say that must be a critical hit if it did that much damage. Okay. Oh, Nidoqueen, is that all? Honestly, I might as well just go for the KO. I mean, it's such a low level, I don't think I have anything that'll not knock it out in one hit or something. Nidoking I saw in the Viridian Forest. Let's see, that's almost certainly a one-hit KO. Yes. I also can't poison it because it's a poison type anyway. Alright, well. Okay. I think this will go to the box, so I'll have to check it to see if it can do anything, but... Spearow, relatively good catch rate, as you'd probably expect for an early game bird. Alright, well these I'm just going to kind of speed through since I don't need to... I could just run, but I'd actually like to... Yeah, virtually no EXP there. wonder if this will actually, like, knock it out in one hit. Oh, wow. Oh, it's burned, though. So it's gonna get knocked out here anyway. One time to get a burn, huh? So let's see. It's a moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Hopefully Spearow can learn Cut. Because, honestly, that's such a common thing. You'd think... Okay, we have to deposit something, so let's see. Don't think I need this Mankey. Alright, let's find out if this works. Still not able. I swear that cut is a pretty common thing in the... Maybe it swapped it with a different one. I don't know. There is a thing in the randomizer that makes it so that all Pokemon can basically learn all HM moves. But didn't use that. See what else I can do here. Purpose to let the slot in my team open so I didn't have to worry about the whole... Show up my rival with a level 8 Vileplume, huh? This one might be another one I can catch. Yeah, going first, not always a good thing. But I'm guessing, like some of the other stone evolutions that rarely or never appear in the wild, that they have a better catch rate than you would normally think. Or not. Give this another shot, just in case I got unlucky. Alright. See where this goes, and... Okay, Rhyhorn, huh? Yeah, my Ninetales is a little faster. Okay, let's switch over to Muck. And we're going to try and poison it and see what we can get here. Alright, another one. Nope, still no luck there. Alright. I'm thinking it must have switched with something. Maybe it switched with Surf or something, I'm not sure. I guess since my Machop can't use it, Machoke can't either. Oh, that's right, I have that thing poisoned. Okay, here we go. Well, might as well go down here and get the Mart. I mean, I do have some potential other options at least. Let's see. Alright. Another Mewtwo, huh? Swift, huh? Not a move you necessarily would teach to your Mewtwo. Alright, we're gonna swap here for Metapod, why not? Well, that was surprising. I mean, I know it didn't have a great special, but it was... Guess I'm glad I didn't use another Psychic. I mean, I may as well go for it. That doesn't bode well. There's gotta be something besides Mewtwo in here. Slowbro. Little less intimidating. No, I'm not going to use the Ninetales against it. Let's go ahead and switch back to Muck. Oh, that didn't help. Swap out again. Why not? Clear the disable, and now... Disable to disable. Use a regular potion on... Yeah, I don't think it has any water moves, or at least we're safe there. So hopefully I do not get a critical hit here. So it should survive, so let's go ahead and use... Alright, well let's see if it works out this time. Yeah, sorry I'm not doing a good job with that, but it's the only status move I've got. Well, let's see, what moves does it come with? We saw, what, Confusion, Disable, and Headbutt. Okay, well... Yeah, I'm not super confident this will have it either. Nope. You know, I might need to start out at this rate. I might eventually just get a new seed. But I'll keep going for at least a little while tonight. Yeah. Now, let's see, if I go to the Diglet Cave, I don't think I can get out there because I don't have anything that can learn Cut. So my areas are definitely limited. I could go for another Dratini, but that seems like a tough spot. Don't recall if there's any more. Oh, Chansey, huh? Okay, there we go. Alright, sorry folks. This happens every so often. I had to do a couple things there. Namely, I had to restart my streaming device. Well, not completely. I just had to start and stop the stream. In case you missed it, because that might not have gone on the stream there, that Chansey also cannot apparently learn Cut. So it sounds like there should be something here. Oh, it might be in the water that I have to go to get that sand shrew. Let me just check. So let's check the Pokédex, since we've seen a fair number of things here. Let's see. So as you notice here from looking at this, in case you thought I was lying or something, yeah, you can get that in the Viridian Forest for some bizarre reason. I'm glad this at least works with the randomizer. Yeah, strangely enough, now you saw that there. Let's see. Yeah, apparently there are some stuff right around here, but I can't get to much of it. Just trying to find something nearby here that might be able to... I might be stuck here, I'm not sure, but I'll try. Let's see, what Slowbro... Okay. Well, that's the same thing they have for that. So I think there's some hope of me getting something. It might be a rare spawn, so... Haven't battled all these folks yet. So let's see here. I think small chance of getting something. Another Mewtwo, great. Not the reaction you might have expected, huh? Always tempted, just because it's such a good Pokemon. Hopefully my level advantage is good enough to get that. Okay, let's see. We're going to fight this with poison gas. Okay, I think I will survive that. Yes, just barely, but yes. I mean, chance this work is 1 in a million or something like that. Yeah, I think I really need more, a better. Give it one more shot. Why not? Yep. But it's so tempting to try, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, there might be Sandshrew and a few other things here, but I guess they're rare spawns. I just find this so amusing. I know it's a randomizer, so this could be anywhere. The thing is, with like the Zelda randomizer, you know, everything was sort of 1-to-1, but because this is, you know, appearance rates and whatnot. Yeah, and it's burned. Like I said, I just can't resist trying. Well, let's see. I think we gotta heal up. And I think I'm gonna have to give up on using. Thinking about where I can go and what I can do here. So let's see. Okay, here's an Electrode. I might have a slightly better chance. So yeah, told you there were some of these on Route 1 as well. So let's go ahead and use... Okay. See if it survives. It does. Next one will probably knock it out. Not great odds here. Alright, well, we did get it this time. But the real test is, can it learn cut? Somehow I'm just not surprised anymore when that happens. That being said, it's not a bad, let's say, stats here. Tackle, Screech, and Sonic Boom. That's what we got. I mean, Sonic Boom isn't terrible, but... Okay, another quick one to the... Let's check its area. So yeah, it's up there. There, and on Route 1, just like I said. Alright, let's see. I think... I mean, it says there's Sandshrew up there. So... plugging along this, at least for a little bit, but I think we're gonna try maybe catch one or two more Pokemon. I'm still somewhat enjoying this, but I could definitely think of some tweaks the next time I do something like this. You know, increase the minimum catch rate. Not super high, mind you, but okay, let's see what we got going here. See if Ember does a bit more. Yep, Well, it was a critical, so that's not entirely surprising. And Ninetales grows a level. Okay, let's see. It says there's a Sandshrew here. I think there might have been one or two other things I haven't seen yet. Ah, okay, so we have that now. Okay. Okay, I knew Sandshrew had a pretty decent catch rate, so... Okay, let's see. Hey! We got it! Ah, Sandshrew can learn Cut. Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, well, let's take on Surge's Gym. And I think that will do it for this one. To be honest, I think we shouldn't have too much trouble with that one, now that we can get in there. I'm going to look up what Pokemon can normally learn Cut. Seems like there should be more of them. What else does Sandshrew know? I mean, we're not going to be using it in this gym battle because it's too low level ground, of course. Scratch and Cut. That's all it has. Alright. Oh, I should be able to actually, speaking of cut, I should be able to cut this. Yay! It works! Alright. I'm going to head down through this. I think I'd be very happy if this were only at double speed, but yeah, don't want to bother those two. Yeah, see what I mean? It's a little hard to control. Okay, let's see here. Now, if I remember correctly, in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they did add some stuff so you can't surf there. You really do have to use Cut. Take care of the trainers here, just for the sake of it. So this is normally a rocker, author, songwriter? Yeah, I'm not sure how the AI figures out Sonic Boom. Okay, let's see if we can knock this out with a quick attack. Nope. I was kind of hoping, but... Well, we get another one. Let's see. Not a fire Pokemon in this one, so let's see what we got to work with here. Or not a metal Pokemon, I should say. Silly me. There is, by the way, more than one hack you can get, well, that adds Dark Metal, even Fairy. he's about, definitely about the level I'm at, so... It is kind of nice that in the normal game, of course, there's a Diglett cave right next to here, so you can get some good ground Pokemon. Scribe, not a sailor, scribe. Now this one seems like he's a little old to have been. Seems a little odd that he would be in the army given his apparent age. Alright, let's just switch for Tauros. Okay. Yep, there's some switches here. Let's do a quick heal. And yes, we have to recut this down for some reason. And another cut. Alright, now we just gotta figure out... I always forget the pattern for this. So yeah, we're gonna brute force this one. Yep, so let's see. I could use save states to, And then, of course, in the, Sun and Moon, there's the Cantonian Gym that is based on this in some degree. I'm running out of ones on this pass. Well, this could take a little while. I always, like I said, I swear there's a pattern from where the first one is. Alright, whew, I was afraid we were going to be there a while. Alright, let's put something... Oh, that's right, I can use soft-boiled out of battle. So I usually don't bother to get a Chansey. Alright. Ooh, got a critical hit, but not quite, huh? It needs to be even faster, I guess. I don't know. Well, not much point in changing out at this point. Oh, I got the Thunderbolt TM. Something different here. Oof, brutal. Well, let's see. Go to Tauros next. Ah, okay, I got this then. Or in the 1-256 miss, but I did get that. Let's see. So, they do change the gym leader's text, like I said. Okay, well. Like I said, I think normally he teaches Thunderbolt. Maybe I'm wrong about that one. I thought maybe it's Sabrina who references the type in regards to that. I don't know. But, yeah, so thank you very much. I may resume this at some point. Let's see, where's that? There's a Sandshrew. But, or I may start a new seed. But